Let's talk about the working hours as an aircraft broker. I always tell our students when they're joining the aircraft brokerage industry that your job as a broker is 24/7. And when I say 24/7, it doesn't mean that you're sitting on a computer 24/7 or you're doing something 24/7. But what it means is that you need to be available for your clients 24/7. You don't know what time the client calls you. Maybe they have an emergency. They call you at 1 a.m. They have to be there in the next 4 hours, 5 hours. And it's not just, hey, I want to fly ASAP. Now you have to go out, you have to call everybody, you have to find them a plane, and don't be surprised because everybody's awake. This is the industry. We work 24 hours. You would call operators at 4 a.m. They would pick up, and the operation it is in hand. They have pilots ready to go. That's why for clients, it's really hard to find a good broker because you want somebody that is there for you all the time. And when you show up for your clients, that's when you build loyalty. I mean, it happens to me when I do cold calling sometimes, and I call, for example, an executive and I start talking to them about our services, and they tell me, listen, no, we fly with X company and we're happy with them. And I try to offer them whatever offer I offer or whatever discount or whatever entice them, but they have loyalty to that brokerage or that broker because they stood by them when they needed them. Just as an example about the working hours, one of the most challenging trips that I had in the past was I had a trip from Tokyo to Singapore, and it was at 4 p.m. their local time. The time difference between us, the U.S. and that region is about 12 hours. So for me, for them it was 4 p.m. departure. For me, it was 4 a.m. at my time. And when I say it's 4 a.m. my time, it doesn't mean that I woke up like 3:45 or 3:30. I had to be up like 4 or 5 hours before that because first of all, I needed to make sure that the aircraft is in position because we had challenges with permits. I needed to make sure that the catering is on board because they were expecting catering and full house catering. And I just needed to make sure that everybody is on point and the passengers are connected with the crew and with the aircraft. By the time they departed at 4, I just slept for like 2, 3 hours, and then I had to wake up again to continue following up with the clients because they had a sequence of multiple trips. It was very successful. The client was happy. The client understood the challenges that I was going through, especially with the time difference. And again, that's how we build the loyalty as well. I always tell my students, like, whenever you're available, and like, for example, any trip that goes out of Miami for me, I always have to go meet and greet the client. I always have to build that relationship, that connection. And you don't know who you meet up there. Maybe you meet their business partner who flies private with another broker and gets introduced to you or gets impressed by your service. You meet other family members of your client, and that's how you build these connections and loyalties with the client. So, with ending this video, we need to understand that as an aircraft broker, your job is 24/7. I don't remember when was the last time I had lunch, especially lunch. I don't remember when was the last time I had lunch without my phone in my hand or my laptop in front of me. Expect to be working everywhere, anywhere. I remember one time in Orlando, we were in line, waiting in line with my son, and I had my laptop open and I was sending a quote just because it's a fast-paced industry and everybody's expected to be working in the same pace. And if you too want to become an IABI certified broker, go to IABI.aero and sign up for our courses.